This is the Roulette Master, and the ultimate 9th Street Roulette is unbelievable, says one of my subscribers, James. He modified the original, which is already awesome, into this incredible new version. I'm going to share with you why he says it's so much better, and we're going to put these two in a head-to-head matchup. We'll start with the original 9th Street first, and then we'll get to his new ultimate 9th Streets, and we'll go ahead and get started now, and I can't wait to share this with you. Let's go ahead and place the bets. We're going to have 9 streets with $1 on each street. This is the original, and already a fantastic system. Let's go ahead and spin. We have a $9 bet out there, and here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, that's a loss, and with 9th Street Roulette, if you lose, you double. So now we're at 18, and here we go. That's a 27 red. Okay, that's a win. We're going to try to get 2 wins. So we're going to stay right here at $18 total bet. That means that there's 2 on each bet instead of 1. And that's a 1 red, and that's a loss. So again, if you lose with 9th Street Roulette, you double the bet. You can see that puts us at minus 21. Now we need to get 2 wins. And here we go. That's a 7 red. That's 1 win. Okay, and you can see now we're minus 9. We're going to try to get a second win here and get back in profit. That's a 17 black. That's a win. So now you can see we're back in profit, and we're going to start back over with the original 9 streets. And there we go.
No more bet.
All right, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 28 black. That's a win, and we're up $6 now.
No more bet.
Let's rebet and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 33 black. That's a win. You're going to get a lot of wins with 27 numbers covered. Now we're up 9 units.
No more bet.
And these are $1 units today on both these systems. But you can play any size unit that you want. You make sure that you change the bankroll, which I'm going to share with you today, in the same proportion as how much you increase your bets. If you want to play higher, we're up 12 units now. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And this is one of my favorite new systems. So I hope you guys are enjoying this as well. And I can't wait to share with you what James is saying makes it so much better. And we're up 15.
No more bet.
Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. He's been doing a lot of testing on this one and trying to figure out, which way works best. And I can't wait to share with you what he's come up with. We're up 18 units.
No more bet.
Let's rebet and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 13 black. That's a win. So now we're up 21 units.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spin again here. Okay, that's a 21 red. That's a win, so we're up 24 units. Let's see how many wins we can get in a row here.
No more bet.
Usually when I say that, that means a loss is coming immediately. Let's find out. That's a 31 black. Nope, we got the win that time. So break the mold there, and we're up 27 units.
No more bet.
And spin. Here we go. That's a 29 black. All right, we're continuing to get wins. We're up 30 units in just 3 minutes. So let's keep it rolling. Here we go with 9th Street Roulette. That's a 10 black. That's a win. So we're up 33 units.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spin again. And hopefully a lot of you have already started using this one in the casino and have started to make money with it because it really is a fantastic system. And we're up 36 units now.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's a 26 black, and that's another win. We'll take as many wins as we can get. We're up 39 units already in just 4 minutes. And here we go. So if you do like to play for a lot more, then that's okay. Just make sure you use a larger bankroll, which we're going to be going over here shortly, and we're up 42 units.
No more bet.
And always increase the bankroll in the same proportion that you increase the starting bet. That's a 4 black, and we lost. So we're going to go ahead and double that bet. And now we're at 18 instead of 9, so all those ones go to 2. And here we go. That's an 11 black. All right, that's a 1 win. We're up 39 units. Now we need to get number 2. And here we go. That's a 14 red. Okay, we're up 45 units, and let's go back to where we started at 9, because we got 2 wins. When you get 2 wins, most of the time you restart, unless you've had a bunch of losses, then you need to get 3 wins. But we'll go over that too as we go through here. We're currently up 48 units, and let's go ahead and spin again. I'm really excited to get to Vegas later this week, and I've been thinking about it all week. Man, I love it. And let me know down in the comments where you like to play in Vegas. Well, I'm going to be at Circa this week, starting Sunday into next week. And that's a 21 red. I absolutely love Fremont Street and Circa, and we're up 54 units now. And here we go. And there's some other places I've had really good luck at as well. Even the Golden Gate, I've had really good luck there in the last few months. We're up 57 units. Let's go ahead and spin. I was in Vegas 3 or 4 weeks ago, but can't wait to get back this week. It didn't take long for the itch to start again. And up 60 units. Let's go ahead and spin. And I used to always be the guy that was always on the strip, but now I'm almost always on Fremont Street. And let's go ahead now and double after that loss. I just feel like it's a lot more fun and it's easier to get around. And that's a 16 red. There's 1 win. Let's try to get 2. Everything looks so close on the strip, but it takes forever to walk there. And I'm getting to the point where I want everything a little bit closer. There's another win. We're up 63 units. Let's go back to 9 and spin. And if you haven't been to Vegas, I hope you get a chance to come, because people either love it or they hate it, and I absolutely love Las Vegas. So we're up 66 units. Okay, so again, we're up 66 units, and we'll rebet and go back with our original 9 here. There we go, and let's spin. Let's see what we get here. That's a 13 black. And that's a win. We're up 69 units now. Let's see how many wins we can get in a row here. All right. That's a 5 red. And that's a loss. Let's go ahead now and double that bet and spin. All right, here we go. And that's a 3, and that's a loss. So we're going to go ahead and double again to 36. That's a 5 red. Another loss. This is why. Now let's go ahead and talk about the bankroll, since we've had a bunch of losses in a row. We just doubled again there. This is a $1,000 bankroll system for dollar starting bets, but it is a $9 starting bet with all 9 of those dollar bets. There's 1 win. We're going to try to get 2, and here we go. And then we'll see if we need to get 3, depending on how many losses we've had. But we just lost again. So again, this is why you need that $1,000 bankroll, in case you have a bunch of losses in a row. You can see we're at minus 42. Let's win these next 2 spins and see where we're at. That's a 14 red. That's a win. Okay, that gets us back in profit. Let's get another win here, and then see if we need a 3rd win. That's an 18 red. That's a win. Okay, we're at 54. Let's go for a 3rd win, because we did have a bunch of losses, and usually when that happens, it means you need to get 3 wins instead of 2. And that's a 30 red, and there's our 3rd win. So now we are up 102 units. That's awesome. So let's go back to the original 9 where we started. And here we go. Getting all excited talking about Vegas. Let's just clear this out and put them out as singles again. There we go. Let's go ahead and spin. We're 9.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 21 red. And that's a win. So we're up 105 units now. Let's spin again. And I usually go to Vegas with other creators, and it's a pretty good time. And we actually have a G2E convention to go to at the Venetian. We're up 108 units now.
No more bets.
And that should be a lot of fun to meet other creators there that are on YouTube or other platforms. And that's a 35 black. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and double that bet and spin. But I'll find any reason I can to go to Vegas, whether it's playing golf or gambling or whatever it is. Usually it always involves those two for sure. We're up 105 units. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like to play golf. I don't know if you know it, but I'm also a golf professional. And I usually play TPC Summerlin when I'm in Las Vegas. And I love that place. So let's go ahead and spin again. We just doubled after that loss. And here we go. That's a 14 red. That's a win. So let's rebet and spin. That's an 11 black. That's another win. So we're up 111 units now. Let's go back to 9. We got our 2 wins. And as long as you don't have a bunch of losses, 2 wins is sufficient. And we're 11 minutes in out of 15. That's a 7 red. Okay, that's a win. We're up 114 units.
No more bets.
And Mrs. Roulette Master is staying home this time, so she's probably going to keeping an eye on me. We'll probably be having lots of fun, though. We're up 117 units, and let's spin.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 21 red. Okay, and we're up 120 units now.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin again here. And that's a 26 black. That's another win. We're up 123 units now.
No more bets.
We have about 3 minutes left with this one. That's a 35 black. And that's a loss, so let's go ahead and double that bet to 18 and spin. And here we go. That's a 20 black. That's a win, and we're up 120 units. Let's go ahead and spin again, get our second win here. That's a 1 red. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and double that bet.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 3 red. We lost again. This is why you need the $1,000 bankroll, because now you can see we're at 72. Let's get our 2 wins. That's a 13 black. There's one of them. Let's rebet and spin. There we go. That's an 8 black. Okay, and that's a win. We're up 114 units. Let's go back to 9 where we started. Even if we're not exactly in new profit, if you're close and you get a bunch of losses, go ahead and restart. Okay, let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. If you're really far away after you get 2 wins, though, you do need to go for the 3rd win, which usually you'll pick up. And we're up 117 units. So let's spin again here. And that's a 10 black. Okay, we're up 120 units.
No more bets.
But let me know down in the comments whether you like to stay on the Strip or Fremont Street, or if you like, to stay out somewhere else like Aliante. Or I love going there as well. And we're up 123 units.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin again. I don't think everybody stays on the Strip or Fremont, but that's where most people stay. And there's another win there. We're up 126 units.
No more bets.
Here we go. That's a 0, so that's definitely a loss. Let's go ahead and double that bet to 18 and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 33 black. That's a win. Okay, great. Let's get number 2 here.
No more bets.
And then we'll restart if we can get a win right here. That's a 16 red. We got it. Okay, so we're up 129 units. So let's go back to 9 now, where we started, and spin. And here we go. We're only got about 20 seconds left with this one before we get to the new modification of this one by James, and that's a win there. We're up 132 units now, and this will be our last spin with the original 9th Street Roulette. That's a 5 red. Okay, and we lost that one. That's the 15 minutes. So we ended up 123 units in profit with the original 9th Street Roulette, and this is awesome. But I'm going to share with you now, James has been doing tons of testing on this, and he's been coming up with something that he says really helps you with this system. So I can't wait to share that with you now. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is here for Ultimate 9th Street Roulette by James, and I told you he's been testing out this for a long time, and what he's been coming up with has to do with where the numbers fall on the roulette wheel. So he's been testing all different numbers, and he tried to come up with the ultimate set of 9 streets that would be the longest since they missed, basically, and the reason for that is because they're grouped together on the roulette wheel. So he says after all of his testing, these are the numbers that you want to bet on with 9th Street Roulette, and that makes it to where anytime a ball is headed toward one of these areas, it's going to hit one of these numbers, and he says it's definitely the way to go. So let's go ahead and place the bets, and I'll show you what he's been doing. So he says when you play 9th Street Roulette, you always choose these 9 streets. He says the 1 street, the 7th street, and the 13th street include all the numbers that are not grouped together on the roulette wheel. And if you bet on these 9 streets, they will be grouped in tight sections where anytime that the ball starts to get near a section on the wheel, it's going to hit one of these numbers. So let's find out if he's right, and let's go ahead and spin, and we'll start the timer. And here we go. That's a 10 black. All right, that's a win to start. We're up 3 units, and let's go ahead and spin. But he said other than that, he absolutely loves the original 9th Street Roulette, but he said that the numbers that we pick are so important, especially when you're with a live dealer. So there's a loss there. We're going to double the bet to 18 and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 17 black. Okay, we got a win, and you can see we need to get one more. So let's rebet and spin. And I'll talk to you more about why these numbers are so important here in a moment. That's an 18 red. There's 2 wins. We restart. We're up 6 units already. We go back to 9. And he said, not only do you have a much better chance of hitting these numbers because of where they're located on the wheel, but he also says that if you, and there's a nice $3 win there, we're up 9 units, that he says that if you get a dealer that can try to target areas, he says he won't be able to do it with these numbers because since they're all grouped together and spread evenly across the wheel, if it gets anywhere near any of these, it's going to hit one. So let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's a 7 red. And that's a loss. So let's go ahead now and double that bet and spin. And here we go. So even if you get losses like that, he says the groupings are in such a way that that you'll get a win fairly soon. It doesn't mean you won't lose, but that he says you will not go super long without hitting. And that's a 32 red. Okay, there's 1 win. Let's go for 2.
No more bets.
So you're still going to get the losses, he says, but you're not going to have the losses in as long of stretches with these numbers picked. And there's our 2 wins. So we're up 9 units. We go back to $9. So you'll still get the losses, but the recovery time will be less. And here we go again at where we started at 9 units. And here we go. That's a 3 red. And that's a loss. So again, you'll still get these losses, but he says you won't go on as long a drought when it comes to recovery. So that's the important part to maintaining your bankroll is the recovery, and that's a 5 red. There's 1 win. Let's get 2.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 29 black. There's 2 wins. We're up 12 units, and let's rebet and spin, but we're going to go back to 9
No more
and
bets.
spin again. Now we're back at base level, and yeah, hopefully I hear from all of you about where you like to stay in Vegas. Would love to hear that. And again, we had lost there, but the recovery should not take long because of where we have these numbers selected. And that is a 9 red. And we lost 2 in a row, and that'll happen sometimes too.
No
But
more bets.
James says you will not go super long without hitting one of these. And that's a 14 red. That's a win. Well, I'm sorry, that's a loss actually. I thought that was a win, but
No more bets.
let's double to 72. That's why we have the $1,000 bankroll with this one as well. And that's a 17 black. That's a win. Okay, so let's see if we can get one more here at this $72 level. Okay, that's a 10 black. Okay, there we go. There's our wins. But we need 3 because we had so many losses. So we do need a 3rd win here. So remember that, just like the original, if you do have a bunch of losses, it takes 3 wins instead of 2. So we're up 21 units now. Now we'll go back to 9, and we'll place these bets out again so you can see them. And again, you just skip those ones right there, the 1, the 7, the 13, and all the rest of them get a bet. So let's go ahead and spin, and let's keep making some profit with the ultimate 9th Street Roulette. That's a 35 black, and anything with a high number when you're playing it this way is definitely awesome. And let's spin again here and see what we get. That's a 7 red. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and double.
No more bets.
Also, let me know down in the comments, out of the places to stay on Fremont Street, do you prefer the Golden Nugget? Do you prefer the Fremont Street? Do you love Circa like I do? Let me know which one of those on Fremont Street that you guys like the most. And we got the Golden Gate, the D. There's a bunch of them down there. The California, that's a loss there. I mean, I'm sorry, that's a win, but we need our 2nd win here. And here we go. And a lot of the older hotels down there have been updated. Like I know the suites at the Fremont have definitely been updated. We're up 21 units now. And let's go back to 9. And let's go ahead and place those bets. If I can get them out there right, here we go. And spin. Probably wouldn't stay at the California though. I've walked through that a few times. However, they have a great restaurant in there. And that's a win. And we're up 24 units. Let's rebet and spin. They do have a really good steakhouse in the California though. And that's a 30 red. I think it's called Redwoods. And but I probably wouldn't stay there. We're up 27 units.
No more bets.
But I love Circa, and definitely like the remodels at Fremont Street and the suites upstairs there. That's a 29 black. We're up 30 units.
No more
And the
bets.
Golden Nugget is always an awesome place to stay, and has a really cool pool. And you can see the world's largest Golden Nugget in there. We're up 33 units now. Let's go ahead and spin. And there's sharks in the sharks right up against the pool, so it looks like you're swimming with sharks if you ever go in there. And let's go ahead and double the bet and spin. And here we go. That's a 26 black. And we're up 30 units now. Let's drop back to 9 and spin. That's a 21 red. That's a win, and we're up 33 units now.
No more bets.
That's a 36 red, and that's a win. Anytime you get a high number with these numbers, you're good. We're up 36 units.
No more bets.
And part of the reason I'm probably looking forward to going back so much, when we went 3 or 4 weeks ago to Vegas, one of the guys I went with won $76,000, and it was pretty cool. So we're up 39 units.
No more bets.
And we pretty much partied all night after that. So have lots of good memories recently and want to get back there. All right, so we're up 42 units.
No more bets.
And look forward to meeting some other creators there as well that I've talked to a few times but never met. And that is a win there. We're at 45 units. And again, this Ultimate 9th Street Roulette pretty much is the same as the original, except these numbers have been tested over and over. And that's what James said is the real difference here. We're up 48 units.
No more
And he
bets.
says, especially with the live dealer on a table, like this is so important to have these numbers grouped together so that they're not easily missed when you hit certain sections of the wheel. And we're up 51 units. So let's go ahead and spin again. And here we go. That's an 8 black. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and double that bet to 18 and
No more
spin.
bets.
And I'll be definitely using one of these two systems for sure while I'm there, among some other ones that I've been enjoying lately. And that is a win. We're up 48 units. Okay, let's go ahead and get one more win here. And let's see what we get. That's a 9 red. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and double that bet.
No
Again,
more
you
bets.
will get losses with these numbers, but James says that the amount of time that it takes to recover is less because of where they are on the roulette wheel. Let's go for our second win here at 36. We're almost 10 minutes in out of 15 with the Ultimate 9th Street Roulette, and that's a 0, so we definitely lost that one. Okay, this is why you need the $1,000 bankroll. Even though we're starting with
No more
dollar
bets.
units and this $9 bet, you still need the $1,000 bankroll. If you want to play from a lot more than the dollar bets, then you better bring a bigger bankroll. And that's the most important thing when you're playing roulette.
No
And I
more
know it
bets.
drives my wife crazy, the amount of money I bring to Vegas. But that's the key to winning, is having a large bankroll in proportion to your starting bet amount. And we're at 54 units right now. Let's get one more
No more
win.
bets.
Sometimes you have to get 3. And here we go. That's a 30 red. And anytime the numbers are high, you know it's good with this system. And we're up 78 units now. Let's put the bets back out there again. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have had your wives say, hey, what are you doing when you bring a big wad of cash? But
No more
the
bets.
bankroll is the key, and I know it freaks them out, but it's so important to winning, is starting with a much larger bankroll than what your starting bet is. And let's go ahead now and double that bet and
No more
spin.
bets.
And here we go. That's a 33 black, and that's a win. Let's rebet and
No
spin.
more
But at
bets.
the same time, never bring money that you can't. That if you lose it, you know it's a major issue. If you needed to pay bills, do not bring money like that to Vegas or when you go play.
No more bets.
I do bring a lot of money when I go, but if I did lose it, I would be okay. So. That's the whole key to gambling, is only gamble with money that you can afford to lose if things went really wrong. So let's go back to $9 now and
No
spin.
more bets.
Here we go. That's a 1 red. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and double that bet
No more bets.
and spin. Here we go. That's a 22 black. And that's a win. Let's rebet and
No more
spin.
bets.
That's a 26 black. That's a win. We're up 72 units now.
No more bets.
Another thing, I'm also thinking about going over, and I heard there's a place in Circus that where you can put actual coins in. Like quarters and stuff into slot machines and stuff, just for fun, like the old school original days of gambling. I've been thinking about going over there as well, but I heard your hands get really, really dirty when you go over there because of how dirty the coins are. But I'm always looking for something new to do when I'm in Vegas. We're up 78 units. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's an 18 red. And that's a win, so we're up 81 units. Let's spin again here. That's a 13 black. Okay, and that's a loss. Let's go ahead and double that to 18 and spin. Got about 2 minutes left with the ultimate 9th Street by James. That's a 3 red, and I think that's a loss, and it is. So again, you will have losses with this ultimate 9th Street, but James says you will recover quicker in the recovery process. But obviously, if you hit 0 every time, that's not the case. This is why we have the $1,000 bankroll. So let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Now we're at 72, and hopefully we don't hit 0 on every spin. That's a 10 black. Okay, there's a win. So you can see it dropped us back to 42. So we're about in a zone where we do need to get 3 wins now, and that usually happens if you have a bunch of losses and you get a bunch of zeros like that. So you can see we're up 66 units. Let's try to get a 3rd win since we had all those losses. And that's why it's always good to look and see where your session profit is, so that you can figure that out if you need to get 3 or 2. And we're up $90 now, and let's go ahead and put the bets back out there at $9 again. And again, James picks these because they're grouped together in groups on the roulette wheel, so that if you hit any of those areas, you have a fantastic chance of hitting one of these numbers, and it won't slip right in between. So that is a win, and we're up 93 units.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin again here. That's a 36 red. And again, any high numbers are fantastic with this. We're up 96 units.
No more bets.
And let's spin. Yeah, it's a 23 red. That's a win. Okay, let's rebet and spin.
No more bets.
And this will be our final spin right here. Oh my goodness. Hit more zeros, but that's okay. We still did great. We made 90 units of profit in 15 minutes. I think the original made a little bit more than this one, but that's okay because the reason James developed this wasn't to make more money. The reason he developed this was to make sure that the recovery happened quicker by grouping these numbers together, so that you basically that when the dealer hits a certain area of the wheel, it's not going to slip in between. It's going to have nice groupings together on the wheel. So if he hits anywhere on the wheel, it's going to hit one of these numbers, as long as he hits all the areas on the wheel. So that's the whole idea, is that that the recovery will be better, and you'll still get losses, but the recovery is everything in roulette. And both those did fantastic, and that's one of my favorite systems right now. So I hope you guys have tried 9th Street Roulette. Remember, start small with the bets and bring a big bankroll. That's what I'm going to be doing in Vegas. Obviously, you can't start with dollar bets in Vegas very many places, but that means you have to bring a much bigger bankroll. But never bring money that you can't afford to lose. I just bring a lot because I can afford to lose the amount that I bring, and it's worth it to me to bring a big bankroll, because I know it increases my chances of winning, and I can recover easier. So keep that in mind, and hope you're really enjoying the channel. If you are, please like, share, and subscribe. And keep sending systems in like James did today to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com, and would love to hear from you. Let's keep growing this great community of people that love roulette and the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And 9th Street Roulette sure is a good one, whether you play the original or James's modification. And let me know in the comments, and email me at roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Either way, and would love to hear from you. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.